Hey guys, thank you for joining me for day 9 of the Spark Change Challenge. Today's topic is physical health and body care. And yes, for today's update, I have, yes, a little bit of a confession, but a couple of wins as well. So why don't we get the confession out of the way first? As we all know by now, I have been a big challenge for me with this challenge was the sleep thing. And I've been doing pretty well. And I got very excited last week when I, made it to bed by like 11 o'clock and was asleep by about midnight. And yeah, was feeling very proud of myself. And as Han Solo pointed out, I got cocky. And so we were back to 3 a.m. bedtime and 4 a.m. sleep last night, which on the day focusing on physical health and body care is not ideal, I will admit. But what it pointed out to me, and what I'm hoping that all of these kind of, like anything that we suggest to a client, it's give it a go, see what works, see what doesn't, see what the obstacles are, see what the barriers were. And last night I thought I cleared out all the barriers. So I did this video early so I could send out the email early, and everything was all done and finished and sent by like 9 o'clock. And I'd finished working for the day, and I settled in to watch some Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and all was good with the world. And then around about time when I was planning to go to bed, I started thinking, classic, classic, sort of dietary restriction response. I've been really good. I should treat myself to watching a bit of a movie or something or other before bed. And that was it. That was, the YouTube spiral started and it was all over, and I didn't get to bed till 3 o'clock. So my my confession is I lapsed a week in, but I'm not beating myself up about it, oddly enough. There's a little bit of shame is too strong a word. There's a little bit of like, oops, I fell for like the oldest the oldest um, trick in the book in terms of, oh, I've been doing so well, I'll just reward myself with blah blah blah. But I'm okay with that, and I can reset and try again tonight, and I'm less likely to fall for that trap again. Not impossible, but less likely. And I have also had some really nice little successes today as well. One of them was quite funny. One was in almost in response to a clip that I posted in here last week. One of the comedians talking about self-care, and it was like how we buy the really fancy moisturizer, but we only put it on a little bit because you don't want to waste it. And as with most observational comics, I went, that's funny because it's true. And I thought about this really, really nice hand cream that I have, that I splurged on a little bit, and it was a big deal that I got something fancy. And and then it just keeps sitting in my drawer, and I don't want to use it because I don't want to waste it, which makes no sense. So I've started using that, and I lather that on of a night time, and my hands are feeling lovely for it, and smelling really nice. And again, that's something really simple and basic, and literally that was already sitting right there. But that mindset shift into, I deserve this little, 30 seconds worth of pampering with the expensive hand cream that I already bought. um, and I'm wondering if there's things like you that might lend itself to a mindset shift, and um, being able to treat your body in those little, in those little ways, but that do actually make quite a big difference. Um, and the other thing was, today I had to head over to the other office at lunchtime. Normally, because that happens relatively often, normally I would just finish up with my client, pop in the car, head over to the office, do what I needed to do over there, get back in the car, back to the office, back to work. But I actually had a conversation with myself and said, today's especially, it's physical health day. You should probably have some lunch at some point here. Because like I said in an earlier one, getting into the habit of actually having something at lunchtime has meant that I'm actually starting to get hungry at lunchtime. But so it did give me a little bit of a physical prompt, but also just reminding myself that uh, I wasn't going to get another break until now, and that I wanted to do this video, and dinner was still going to be a while off. So having some regular food, it's all about providing. I mean, it's the safety. Our brains don't respond well to those big peaks and troughs in blood sugar levels. It does add to that sort of chronic physical stress state. But nurturing my body and taking care of my body, and giving it some fuel when it needed it, and prioritizing that. And it wasn't anything epic. I didn't stop and have, I don't know, a massive pub lunch or something. But I just made sure I packed some rice crackers and some protein bars, and yes, I ate it in the car on the way there. But it's better than what I would normally do. And now it's nearly 6:30, and instead of starting to get really starving, I'm like, no, I'm feeling okay. And I swear, I was more on this afternoon than I would normally be, just getting on and skipping lunch. So those are my. I'm going to sneeze in a moment, I think. No, we're good. So those are my confession and my wins for today when it comes to physical health. Um, and I just wanted to finish up by saying thank you to those people who have reached out via email and messaged privately, or spoken to me in sessions, who are following along and who might be feeling a little shy to interact publicly. But I'm feeling like not only am I on the right track in terms of this stuff for myself, which is what it originally started out as, but that it's making sense to a lot of other people as well, which is precisely what I wanted. You know, um, I feel really passionate about making sustainable self-care, the non-sexy self-care, the self-care as a habit and not an additional mental load. I feel really passionate about just normalizing that and talking about it in a way that doesn't initiate automatic eye rolls and we know this. Um, so I hope it's getting you to think about this topic in some new and interesting ways. And I love hearing what you're all doing and how you're putting it into effect. So please keep that coming, and I will see you tomorrow when we will be back onto achievement and accomplishment. And I've got some hopefully interesting insights to share with you on that one tomorrow. So until then, have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.